today's short message, I would like you to turn your book to John chapter 20. There says a character, Mary Magdalene. I just want to show you how her character should be able to reflect in our life for a better spiritual life. So chapter 20 says, on the day of resurrection, Mary Magdalene starting going to the cross or going to the tomb, looking out for Jesus, she prepared the perfumes to anoint his body. So that particular day, still it was dark, Mary Magdalene started her journey going to the cross, looking out for Jesus. As it is still dark, she continued her journey towards the tomb alone, as per John chapter 20. So she was walking alone, going through the tomb, looking out for Jesus to anoint his body with the perfume. While she was there, she could not find Jesus. The tomb was empty. So she came running back to the city to call Peter and John. Then again, read, when you go down to the chapter, they went running back to the tomb looking out for Jesus. So Peter and John went inside looking for the body of Jesus Christ, and they could not find. They looked around and they went back. Here my message starts. What happens to a person who continue, wait at the cross, and what happens to the person who goes in the middle? John and Peter went in the middle, going back to the city, seeing nothing, whereas Mary was there looking for something. So what is the factor? She's standing there looking for Jesus. As she was looking around, weeping and crying, searching for Jesus, she saw a person. She thought she was a gardener. Actually, he was Jesus Christ, but thinking that he was a gardener, and she was asking him, have you taken my Jesus? If you have taken Jesus, tell me where you have put it so that I can carry him home. Do you think a lady can carry a dead body? Like, you are all from medical field. For a dead body, you need to carry at least 2 or 3 or 4 persons. But she was willing even to carry the dead body. She was asking the gardener, tell me where you have put him so that I can take him back. So that much love she showed for Jesus. So my message is, if you continually wait at the cross, you are not going to go back with a dead body. You are not going to go back with a dead matter. You are going back with a living answer. So this Mary, so that gardener, thinking the weeping and crying Mary and saying that she can carry him, he presented himself for Jesus Christ and he called her Mary, and she replied back, Rabboni, or teacher. So when you are at the cross, when you continually wait at the cross, you are going to go back with an answer which is much exceeding all your expectations. Her only expectation was to put perfume on Jesus' body, but she is going back with a glorious Christ. If you diligently wait at the cross, you're going to go back with an answer, with a living Christ, not with a dead matter. The matter is going to live. You have life in that matter. And if you wait at the cross, if you continue wait at the cross, you are going to get an answer which nobody else ever had. As you see the Bible, she is the first person who have seen the resurrected Christ. She's the first person who passed the message that Jesus is risen. So you're going to back with an answer which nobody else ever had. And finally, if you continue wait at the cross, you're going to get an answer and at an unexpected time, because Jesus told Mary, don't touch me. I have not seen my Father's place. So go and tell the disciples that I have risen. So this says that is not the right time for Jesus to appear before Mary, but seeing the crying and weeping Mary, seeing that she was able to carry him, that's a word she said. So he presented himself saying that, you tell disciples that I have risen. So she is getting an answer at an unexpected time. So this message, this part one of my message, and which is already spoken by Pastor very mightily this morning, the same message. When you come empty-handed, you're not going to back empty-handed. If you continue wait at the cross, you're going to go back with a glorious answer. The second part, what is the push, or what is the driving factor which pushed Mary to the cross? As we have seen, she's a lady and she had many dangers coming out in the morning. It says it is still dark. So she has to fear of the nature, fear of the environment, fear of the situation. She has fear of the tomb, fear of the cemetery, where we, as a female me, is afraid to go to a cemetery. This lady, early in the morning,
Oh, so hallelujah. With all her might, she's going to the cross, looking out for Jesus, going to the tomb. So there is fear of the tomb, fear of the circumstances, fear of the garden, fear of being alone, and fear of being a female. And plus, when you go down through the scriptures, it says all the disciples are inside a room, locked themselves, afraid of Jews. And this lady, with no fear of the Jewish people, she's outside looking out for Jesus. So what is the push, or what is the factor which brought Mary to the cross? As you've seen in 1 John 14, it says in Malayalam, "Thiganya sneham payate porathakunu." The love drives out all the fears. So her love towards Christ was higher than all the fears she was about to face. So my question today for dear children, dear young generation, what is the driving force which is bringing you to Christ? What is the driving force what is the reason behind you and me coming here for a church today? What is the driving force? Is it something that we need a deliverance or we need a healing? What is the primary intention of us being to the Lord? Let our primary intention be our deep-rooted love to Christ, because Mary doesn't need any sort of deliverance. Mary is going to see only a dead body. She only had gratitude for the deliverance, what she had during his ministry, and she only had a deep-rooted love towards Jesus. Let love towards Jesus be our first priority. And as I stand here, we can see our pastor during his sermons used to say what he has done 25 years back, 20 years back. Today we heard what he has seen 15 years back. And he was telling, my physical body is weak, but my faith strengthens me. For this Mary, even though she is weak like you and me, but she has a strength of God's love in her body, which pushed her towards the cross. So let us have Jesus' love in our spirit so that we come to Christ. Saying the verse, when one of the teachers asked Jesus, which is the most important commandment, Jesus replied, love your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, and with all your strength. Let our love towards Jesus should be the priority of me coming to church. Thank you, and I thank Pastor for this wonderful time, and I thank all the dear church members for listening to my message, and may God bless us all. Thank you.